Good. I got a first group, you got older guys that have played. I got Darius back out there with us this spring, JPO, Sebastian, and Quanzel. All four of those guys have played a lot of ball. You can see it. It shows up. The younger guys, it's a work in progress. Behind that, there's a pretty big drop as far as experience depth. But I've been pleased with the effort, the attitude we get every day, and it's a work in progress. But I've been pleased at this point.
How does Darius look out there?
Darius is good. Old man Darius, he's got to manage him a little bit. He knows his body, and we've asked him to be honest with us. The most important thing for Darius is to be healthy next fall. So we're trying to manage his reps this spring. We want him to get quality work versus the offense so he can knock the rust off and improve his game. At the same time, we know that we don't play for several months. So just being smart, not being too aggressive, and really that's on him to manage it. But you can tell he's played, he's got great hands, and just experience-wise, when he gets in a certain spot, he knows how to get out of it. So it shows up all his experience.
How will his new
practice? How many reps has he got?
It's been up to him. What we've tried to do is manage his individual reps. So when we're doing our technique work, I'd like to think, even though it's new, that the guy that's played that much football has a base understanding how to play, the base fundamentals of football. We're trying to get him all the teamwork and the group work we can towards the end of practice. So scheme-specific things with a new defense he can get involved in. And that's, to answer your question, the short and long of it is we manage his early practice reps in Indy and give him the majority of the team reps towards the end.
Shane, how will his new body putting on some weight help him in this league?
Well, I think obviously anytime you have more lead in your pencil and you're down there and all the noise, it's going to help just anchor in. And if you're a smaller guy, not that he's small, but 280, technically you got to play with great pad level, you got to have great inside hands. But certainly all those guys, O-line, D-line, their bodies have changed a ton. I think you guys probably see it. I see it in the short time we've been here. And all that helps. Just gives them, more stability, more lower body strength, more core strength. It all helps them anchor in inside.
What are you seeing from JPO, and just how much does his versatility help?
We got him playing on the edge right now. He's got some length. Certainly, if we had to go to a speed package where we put 4 DNs on the field and play 2 at tackle, he'll find a spot in that package as well as we build the defense. So he'll be doing both for us at some point. But what you get with JPO and Quanzel and Darius and even Sebastian, they just play so dang hard, man. They've been through the battles. They know what it feels like, what it's supposed to look like. And really, they're just relentless in their effort and the way they bring it every day. That's been the most pleasing thing, because up front, let's face it, it's a try-hard position. It's a battle of wills. It's a 4-quarter game, and at some point, you got to impose your will on somebody. I think those guys come to work with that mindset every day.
That speed package you just mentioned, is that something you guys will do? I mean, that's obviously become very popular in the NFL.
Yeah, certainly. We got to get the best guys on the field and get those slugs off the field that eating gaps and pushing the middle. We want somebody that can work, get free of a block, and affect the quarterback. So certainly we got to build that for third down, whether that's a 3-man front, whether that's a 4-man front, getting defensive ends and across the board. Not that inside guys can't rush, but you got to build it, for situational football. Got to.
Coach, as far as DNs, they had a lot of smaller DNs here over the years. Are you looking to get bigger at that spot? What's kind of your philosophy on both ends?
I'd like to get longer, just because the tackles we play against in this league, you're not going to see a 6'4" tackle. If you are, then somebody probably made a mistake in recruiting. But these guys are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", whatever they are now. You got to take, bus fare to get around them half the time. So, if you don't have any length, you just get swallowed. You just kind of get engulfed. Unless a smaller guy's got super twitch, explosive, can put his foot in the ground and overcome some of that. I'd like to get longer, just because I think that the league we're playing in is longer. So certainly that's something we'd like to recruit to.
Nose tackle? What are you seeing out of that?
Nose tackle, it's Sebastian right now. I think he's got a firm grip on it, to be honest with you. Kevin Wilkins, who played a little bit last year as a redshirt freshman, is backing him up. I'd like to see Kevin a little more consistent in a lot of things he's doing. And until he gets there, he won't challenge Sebastian. So right now, Sebastian's kind of got a death grip on that and done a good job running with it.
What's he done? What's Sebastian done to kind of
just consistently, he plays more consistent with his technique. And really, we're talking hands and pad level inside. Just block destruction, different blocks we talk about, he's playing them better, whether it's a block that he should keep on the line of scrimmage, keep a linebacker clean, or whether it's a block he should be playing off of and penetrating. He just has a better feel, and really he's just more consistent in his effort and his production right now than anybody else in that position.
Is that what stood out for you guys in the offseason too? I think he was, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he was Champions Club, knighted, stripe off the helmet. I mean, obviously.
Off the helmet. Yeah, he's just been a steady Eddie. And when I first got here, he's a big, good-looking 300-pound kid. And I thought, well, he might be stiff, but he's really moving better than he ever has, from what I've been told by him and other people. Yeah, he's just relentless in his effort. he went to the hospital, I think it was on, I shouldn't say that, that's HIPAA laws, never mind. He wasn't feeling well Friday night. Edit your interviews. He wasn't feeling well Friday night. He called me, late in the evening. I thought something was wrong. Coach, I don't feel well. Okay, not much I can do about it. And he went the next day. He's just a try-hard guy. That's what sticks out.
For obviously the guy not out here, Kamoko, how much is it? Where is he at? What can you expect out of him? Obviously, if he's banged up.
I hope that mentally he's tuned in the meeting. He certainly has not given me any reason to believe he's not. But without putting him on the field and things happening fast, I know what physically he is doing to his body. His lower half that he can work certainly has grown. His upper body before, he had the one arm was getting big. Then he taking care of his shoulders right now has not allowed him to grow his upper body. So that's set him back. We know what he can do physically when he's engaged and playing well. He's explosive off the ball. So hopefully this package is multiple to give him a chance to, bring him off the edge, some drop him, use some of those abilities. But don't know anything on Kamoko other than, hey, he's been attentive in meetings. That's what I can tell you. He's getting bigger in his lower half.
Coach, how about what kind of progress is he making? Because obviously he's still out here. We see him out in the sling, but what can he do?
It's hard because I can put him on the board and say, hey, draw this, draw that, and he can draw that. But that's a controlled environment. It's closed. It's a lot different when your tongue's hanging out and you've been going 5 reps and they're tight ends on. Now he's off. So I really can't gauge that until I see him out here when bullets are flying.
Coach, how about the other redshirt freshmen, guys like Kamal Seymour, Rondell Carter, Wellington, Brevlon? How are they doing?
Doing well, raw as an egg, halftime, I'm not sure where they're going, just go fast, please. We're trying to get them to do. So, got hopes for them, but you look at Wilkins, you look at Rondell, Kamal, Eric Waif, I'm missing a guy or two, Will Prevalon. Those guys they're just babies. And unfortunately, because whatever in the program behind that first line, they can't afford to be babies, so they got to grow up fast, and they're not growing up fast enough for me. So doing a good job, but there's talent, but it's it's like a little stallion. They're everywhere, and just trying to break them and control them into playing with good technique and playing within the defense.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Shane.
Thank you guys.